Hey everyone, this is the Loose Cannon, David McBee, and welcome back to another exciting night of local high school sports action. We are getting ready to cover some volleyball tonight as the Lady Warriors will be taking on the Yellville Summit Lady Panthers. We're still probably about 20 to 30 minutes away from the first serve of tonight's game, but hang loose here for the next 30 minutes. We'll be here all night. Lady Warriors versus Lady Panthers here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.
step in for just a minute to thank these sponsors. Without them, tonight's broadcast would not be possible.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight. We are still about 15 minutes before the start of tonight's senior girls volleyball game. It's going to be the Yellville Summit Panthers versus the Cotter Lady Warriors. Should be a great game tonight in the 2A North between these 2A teams. So stay tuned here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Hey everyone, and welcome to Cotter. We are getting ready to cover the senior girls game. Since we are a little bit early, we're going to go ahead and film the end of this JV game that's going. So we're not going to be doing any play-by-play. We don't have the rosters for them, but stay tuned the next little bit, and we're going to go ahead and go live. Of course, this isn't senior action. This is just a little bonus coverage. Right now we have a JV game going right now that we're going to go ahead and cover just the end. Yeah, allowing us, as Joey the Dragon said, we're working out a few bugs, getting everything set up and running. Right now it's 20-20 in this JV game. And we will be going immediately after this. We're going to have some senior girls volleyball action. And now 21-all in this JV game. Of course, wish we could cover more JV. It's just hard for us to get down here in time. As Yellville serves an ace now and takes the lead 22-21. Of course, big crowd that's going to be here tonight. Yellville and Cotter, both in the 2A North Conference. So they're in the same league and division. Now 23-22. Game going down to the wire in this JV contest. Of course, these players right here, they're going to be the players of the future for both of these teams. Right now, Yellville 1 point away for the victory. Is Cotter trying to stay alive, down 24-22. And a little bit of bonus coverage here. As we're going to step away for a little bit and thank some of our sponsors. We're still waiting for the start of the senior girls game. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. Let's thank a few of our sponsors for making tonight a possibility as we are waiting to start of the main games tonight. The senior girls game, Yellville and Cotter. Stay tuned. Of course, immediately after these games, we're going to have the senior girls game. So we're going to keep the score, but we won't be doing the play-by-play, but stay tuned here. All right, the JV getting ready to play another game. We're going to go ahead and continue with some bonus coverage. We're not going to be doing all the play-by-play, but we're going to go ahead and try to bring a little extra bonus coverage for you tonight in Cotter with the JV team. All right, so Yellville in this JV contest jumping up 7-2. Right now they won the first set 25-21. Has still got a JV contest, senior girls contest coming immediately after this. So stay tuned. with some bonus action here tonight. Beautiful set and finish by Yellville. Now extends it to 8-2. As Cotter scores and now pulls it to 8-3 here in the second set of this JV contest. Yellville now extends it to 9-3. As Yellville now extends it to 10-3 in the second set. They won the first one, 25-21. Of course, we're expecting a battle in this senior girls contest later tonight in what's going to be a busy week for the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We'll be back tomorrow. We're actually going to be over in Yellville as we'll be covering Green Forest coming to Yellville. Some high school football action right here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As Cotter now pulls it to 10-5. Of course, for those tuning in, go ahead and share this page. Share the link to this video. Let's get more people to tune in. Maybe tagging some grandparents across the country. Or that's a great thing about our interactive broadcast. This is an interactive broadcast. As I mentioned last time, you can comment. Looks like we already got quite a few people commenting online. You can comment. You can share. You can just sit and listen. You can mirror your phone and watch it on the big screen. As Cotter now pulls within 11-7. Of course, Joey the Dragon Shaw and myself, we are going to be all over North Central Arkansas the next few months. Covering high school volleyball, high school football, and high school basketball. There's some good back and forth action here in the JV contest. As Yellville now extends it to 12-7. Of course, we got a chance to do a lot of basketball last year for both of these programs. Really enjoy covering Cotter. And quick shout out to the man, the one and only, the straw that stirs the drink, Shane Lively, for getting us set up with this internet tonight. As Cotter working to try to get back in this second game. As Yellville now extends it to a 5-point lead, 13-8. Looks like our old buddy Gil Reynolds joined us online tonight. Yeah, Gil's, he's busy with a baby, but we had some fun back in the day with Gil covering the Arkansas Tornadoes. It's kind of where the Twin Lakes Sports Network started up. Of course, we cover a lot of different local sports. We cover everything from high school sports, semi-professional sports, professional sports, to even the world of professional wrestling. But it looks like Ruby Morris joined us online and said, we're watching Emily. Misty Allman says, let's go Lady Warriors. And Gabriella Balmer said, let's go Warriors. So a lot of Warrior fans chiming in. Where's those Yellville Panther fans? Be sure if you're commenting, make sure you're sharing the video. Let's get some more people tuning in. It's fun when watching the interaction online between different schools and different fans as right now Cotter pulling within 14-11. So they're working their way back. They was down 5. And of course, before we get too crazy with tonight's game, shout out to our friends at Shark Creek Graphics LLC. You see their name on the scoreboard. They're one of our scoreboard sponsors. And the really cool thing is we got more room for more scoreboard sponsors. If you're interested, just private message us. Check us for details on how you can be a sponsor of the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We got a couple different options, and those sponsors allow us to be able to bring these games for free. We don't charge the schools to broadcast these games because the sponsors, they help us get the equipment we do and internet when we need it and all sorts of stuff to help us bring this broadcast. So always looking for more sponsors. Just private messages on our Facebook page. Also, shout out to our friend Joey Sample, Marion County Farm Bureau. Appreciate Joey. Be sure to check him out for all your insurance needs in Marion County.
And don't forget, Christina Setzer, Baxter County Baxter County Farm Bureau.
Yeah, Farm Bureau. Both Baxter County and Marion County helping us out, so we really appreciate those different sponsors. As Yellville now extends it to a 9-point lead, up 19-11. They're looking at winning this JV contest. But shout out though, Shane Lively really helped us get set up. Cotter has a great internet setup for us that they've done. And we couldn't do these games without them. So this is a little bit of extra coverage tonight. I'd love to be able to cover all these games, so we're getting to cover a few extra tonight as Cotter gets the ace there and now pulls within 7. I know after the last few games we had some people ask us, hey, when you guys are going to cover some of the junior high and JV games? Unfortunately, Joey and I do work day jobs. This is just something we like to do on the side and be able to provide a service to everyone. As Yellville strikes back now to extend it to a 7-point lead, 21-14. Cotter now pulls it to 21-15. Time running out on him here in this second set. As Yellville now extends it to 22-15. It looks like Maggie Davenport joining us from over, I'm sure, in Yellville. Quick shout out to Maggie D. So glad to have you joining us here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. I think last time we saw Maggie was at Yellville basketball last year, and she was getting ready to have her baby, or she might have just had it. I can't remember. Seen too many games since then, but quick shout out to Maggie D. And now 23-16, Yellville trying to finish off this second game, and Cotter answers back to pull it to 23-17. Of course, my cameraman with me tonight is Joey, the Dragon Shaw, who does a fantastic job spending hours and hours putting together this broadcast. Oh, Maggie said she had her in June, so actually I think that would have, she must have been expecting when we saw her last time, so sorry about that, Maggie D. But also looks like Joel Gallegos joining us online. Of course, he's one of our sponsors, and later we'll be thanking all of our sponsors. As now 23-19. Cotter fighting their way back here in this second set of this junior high contest. A little bonus action. As great defensive play by Yellville. Now extended 24-19, and Yellville 1 point away from taking it. All right, Maggie said no problem, so I think that's what it was. I think I was congratulating her because she found out the news at basketball. So, anyways, one day maybe we'll be calling Maggie D's child playing in a game. As Yellville now, Cotter now pulls it to within 24-20. And the shot goes out of bounds. So the junior high games, we are done 25-20. Yellville with a clean sweep here in the junior varsity games. So we're getting ready. We're probably about 15 minutes away from the first serve of the senior game. So the Loose Cannon and the Dragon, we're going to step away for a bit and let some sponsors run. But we got some volleyball action coming up, so stay tuned here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Real quick before our game gets started, quick shout out on the left. That's my wife, Kelly, who allows me to come and do all these crazy games. So love you, Kelly. Thanks for letting me do all this running around during the week.
And the one in the middle is my wife, the beautiful Crystal Shaw. And the girl on the right, the beautiful one chewing gum, that's my daughter, Kylie. And right in front of them is a real special person to us, our friend Lisa Coots. Awesome teacher here at Cotter.
Well, I have to make sure I say my beautiful and lovely wife, since you threw that together so well, Joey. I got to make sure. Quick shout out our wives. Thanks so much for allowing us to come out and cover these games. And stay tuned here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We're about 13 minutes away from the start. But we're going to run some sponsor ads because, hey, without them, tonight wouldn't happen. Hey, everyone, we're still about 7 minutes away. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Or actually, I need to rephrase that. I mean, it's not like we're, in the 1930s around a fire with a radio sitting there tuning the radio. I guess thank you for joining us tonight for this interactive broadcast.
That's right, Dave. And it's not your old TV set where your dad made you get up and hold the antennas with the tin foil so that you could get a better reception. This isn't it. This is new technology. We're live, and you could be watching us from any device anywhere, including the newer TVs. Our TVs have come a long way. They're smart TVs now. They're very smart.
So if you're out watching this game and you're at a restaurant somewhere, they got smart TVs. Say, hey, go ahead and put the game up on the big screen so we can watch Cotter and Yellville play volleyball tonight. And that's a great point, Joey. You can watch us on all your devices. You can watch us on an iPhone. You can watch us on an iPad, a laptop. If you got one of those old big tower computers like we had last year hauling around, you could watch on that.
I still have that big tower. That thing's awesome.
It was great. It helped get us started. But you can watch us any device. So if you're tuning in tonight, be sure to, or not tune in. If you're joining us, I got to get that phrase out. It's not tuning in. This ain't your mama's radio or TV anymore.
More like grandparents or your great-great-grandparents.
So if you're joining us online or wherever you're joining us tonight, be sure to, number one, go to our page, like our page, and follow us. Number two, say, hey, I'm going to hit that little share button, and then that way people all over can watch it. Maybe there's a grandparent that's wanting to watch the game. Hey, you can actually put their name in the comments, tag them in it, and then they're going to be able to get notice that, hey, maybe there's a grandchild out here. They can watch play tonight. So join us. It's going to be an interactive broadcast. You can comment. You can share, like, watch, listen. Join us. It's going to be a fun night of volleyball tonight.
That's right. And, David, did you know that you can actually watch the Twin Lakes Sports Network on Facebook Live without actually having an account for Facebook?
No, I did not know that, Joey.
That's right. You can. There is a way to do it, folks. What you do is just Google us. Google Twin Lakes Sports Network. You find us on Facebook. Click it. It's going to open up Facebook. Then what's going to happen at the bottom, it's going to ask you to log in and join. Just say not now. And then scroll down, find the live link, click on the little play button, open up the screen to full screen, and there you go. You've got Twin Lakes Sports Network live without registering for Facebook or logging into Facebook. I've done it today at work just to show somebody who didn't know that was possible. Now, you may get another message again. Facebook wants you to join. Just say not now. But, hey, I encourage you to join, but if you don't want to, don't. But that can't stop you. Don't let it stop you from watching the Twin Lakes Sports Network live.
Well, Joey, we're about 4 minutes before we get started, so I think we got a little intro video we're going to run, and then also stay tuned. I think we're going to have a real quick thank of some of our sponsors for making tonight a possibility, but stay tuned. 4 minutes till game time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cotter Coliseum, as now we have our final matchup of the night as the Lady Warriors coming into tonight's game at 1-1. Of course, they had a clean sweep versus Flippin the other night, are taking on the Yellville Summit Panthers. Lady Panthers coming in at 0-3 on the year. Of course, Yellville Summit coached by Coach April Martin and Cotter coached by head coach Nikki Guthrie. Both teams are in the 2A North Conference. So stay tuned as we are ready to get this show on the road. All right, both starting squads are out, and we are ready to get this thing started. Of course, we did one other night of volleyball. It was Cotter and Marshall in a great matchup. It went 3-2. Marshall got the victory. Since then, Cotter got a clean sweep of Flippin. And the Lady Panthers coming into this game looking to try to get their first victory of the season. We got a chance to talk to head coach Nikki Guthrie before the game of Cotter, and she said that really like to see her team improve on serving. Didn't get a chance to get to visit with Coach Martin of the Yellville Summit Panthers, and this is our first time covering the Panthers this year. We're going to be doing several more games. So again, thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. It should be a fun one. As here we go, it's 0-0. First set. And Mariah Crispino with the first serve, and we are off and running here at Cotter. And Cotter strikes first to go up 1-0. Right now going to serve for them, number 20, Haley Saunders. And the shot goes out just a little long. So Cotter jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead here in the first set. Great answer there by number 30 on Yellville. That's Janet Ridley. Number 24, that's... Well, unfortunately, I don't have a 24 on my roster. But the shot goes off Yellville and point to Cotter to jump out to a 3-1 lead. As Lambert does not get the serve in, so Yellville now pulls it to 3-2. And number 26, Emily Pena with the serve. Sit over cheek, a little short on the shot, so Yellville now ties it up at 3. Pena with the serve. Good shot there by Coots, who scores. And Cotter now again up 4-3. Crunkleton with the serve. Of course, these teams had quite a battle last year at the district tournament over in Yellville. Crunkleton again to serve. Nice little punch over the top there by Ridley. As Cheek with the thunderous hit, and Cotter now jumps up 6-3. Crunkleton again with the serve. As the shot by Edmonds long, and Cotter now jumps out to a 7-3 lead. Good play by Yellville. They strike back, and now it's 7-4. And the serve is good. Yellville now pulls it to 7-5. If I can get the score in the right spot. Set up to Cheek. Cheek with the powerful finish. I'll tell you, we were really impressed by Cheek last year at the district tournament, coming in as a freshman, as number 2, Mai Tathong now goes to serve for Cotter. And a good defensive play by Cheek extends it now to 9-5. Tathong with the serve. Set up for Saunders. Great play there by number 6, Mariah Crispino. And right now it is 9-6, so Yellville hanging tight with Cotter early. And a good serve there by number 11, Davenport, JC Davenport. She's a sophomore. Pulls it now to 9-7. Again, another strong serve by Davenport. And it's 9-8. We got a good first game here tonight at Cotter. Again, great crowds coming out to cheer both of these teams. Set up for Cheek. Yellville trying to keep it alive, and they get it back. Beautiful play by Yellville. As number 13, Ashley Garay answers back. Great plays by both teams. Garay with the serve. As number 2, Andrews went way down to save that serve. The setup for Cheek, who pushes it out of bounds. And now Yellville pulls within 10-9. Coach Martin has to be very happy with her team here early. As number 15, Jordan Sin to serve. The setup for Cheek. Cheek with a powerful hit. Dearmore almost gets the rejection, but it's rejected out of bounds. So now Cotter 11-9. And Cheek with the serve. As number 6, Crispino, she started the night with the first serve. As number 20, that's Haley Saunders. She's a senior. Set up for Crunkleton. Yellville keeps it alive. Beautiful save by Cotter. They don't get it over. Ridley with a great block and score. Is now number 24, goes to serve. And if anyone watching knows number 24's name, unfortunately she's not on our roster that we got off of Max Preps. Feel free to share that and we'll write it down. Make sure we can recognize that player. Now number 18, Candy Sanchez to serve. As Crunkleton makes that look easy. And now Cotter's extends their lead to 14-11. A smart play there by number 7, Layton. Lets that go out. And Yellville gets the point. Now number 26, Pena. She's a sophomore. To serve. Crunkleton gets over to Cheek, who pushes it over. Pena sets it up. Big time play there by number 11, JC Davenport. Now pulls Yellville within one. 14-13. They came to play tonight. Pena, strong serve off Saunders. As we got a tie match, 14-all here in the first game. Coots gets over to Cheek, who pushes it over. Pena, she's setting it up. Garay to Cheek, who scores, and Cotter gets it back now 15-14. Of course, if you're joining us on tonight's broadcast, remember it's an interactive broadcast. You can comment, share, do whatever as it goes over the top. Crunkleton gets the point. And Yellville strikes right back. I couldn't tell if that was Edmonds or Davenport. They were both there, but Yellville now pulls it to 16-15. Garay to Cheek, who punches it out of bounds. So just like that, we're knotted at 16. It's a slobber knocker of a first game tonight. Tethong with the powerful hit gets over, but Yellville, great defensive play. As Cotter manages to get it over. Probably one of the longest rallies of the night right here. And it goes out of bounds, so Cotter now takes a 17-16 lead. is now going to serve as number 2, Mai Tathong. She's a sophomore. And Cotter with the point, now it's 18-16. And Cotter scores again now to extend it to 19-16. Here in this first game tonight, of course, brought to you by Shark Creek Graphics and Marion County Farm Bureau. Thank you for being scoreboard sponsors. Also, real quick, let's take a few of our other sponsors. All Creatures Veterinary Hospital, 425-5175. See it for hopefully any veterinarian needs. Also, Arkansas Farm Bureau, Mountain Home Farm Bureau, Christina Setzer. Thank you so much to both Mountain Home and Marion County for broadcasting with us. Ooh La La, Boutique and Gifts in Yellville. Tell you what, I use them. I get gift cards all the time. It'll make your wife say ooh la la with an ooh la la gift card. And Cotter Rock Cottage. VRBO 955-491. Give them a holler. Joey 421-1801 for the very best in rentals as we go back to live action. To Thong with the serve. Shot goes out of bounds, so Cotter now first to 20. Of course, in volleyball, first to 25 is what you want to shoot for. To Thong. Great dig there by Yellville. Pena almost made a great save. Fortunately, it bounced off the ceiling, so now Cotter with their largest lead of the night, 21-16. As the serve goes out of bounds. So now Cotter up 21-17. As the serve by number 11, Davenport. Shot goes long, so now Yellville pulls it to 21-18. The setup for Cheek. As point goes to Yellville, a little bit of confusion on that one. Say it went out of bounds. And Yellville strikes back now 21-20. We got a timeout. So real quick, Shark Creek Graphics. T-shirts, stitchers, hats, banners, hoodies, and license plates, 404-8922.
And Joey Sample, Marion County Farm Bureau, 449-4081. And Black Sheep Barbecue, famous for brisket, and also, I say, for their burgers. Yellville, Arkansas, 449-5637. And now back to some action.
And real quick, I mean, we could not do these games without those sponsors. Of course, we're looking at doing about 50 games this year, so if you're interested in helping out and being a sponsor here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network, be sure to just private message us as Davenport gets it over. Garay lays down trying to make the save, but Yellville gets the point.
Speaking of the sponsors, I want to thank Bobby Sue's. I had an amazing burger today at lunch. Thank you, Bobby Sue's.
As Davenport with the serve. Blanchard with the save. Set up for Cheek. As Cheek scores now, so Cotter takes the lead again, 22-21. As number 13, Ashley Garay, goes to the line. Garay, she's a junior. And Garay gets the point. 23-21. It's Garay back to the line, 2 points away from a win here in this first game. But Cotter or Yellville answers right back. Number 25, Allie Edmonds. She's a senior. Great play by Edmonds. That's why we love covering this local high school sports. Seems like we always have some outstanding games from both teams. The serve was by 15 Sin. Great play there by number 20, Dearmore. And we are all knotted up at 23. Dearmore and Cheek. We'll be seeing some battles from them this year, volleyball and maybe basketball too, here in this 2A conference. Sin sets it up. As Yellville now 1 point away from a victory in this first set. They're up 24-23. So now 1 point away from victory. Nice setup, and Yellville strikes first as they win the first match, 25-23. As now both teams will switch sides, but a great opening game, 25-23. Of course, all those tuning in, thank you for joining us on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. You might see a little bit of vibration. We're not having an earthquake here. We just had someone walk by, but thank you for joining us here on Twin Lakes Sports Network.
Remember to share this link. Let's get others out there, maybe a grandparent, a relative out of town, a friend. Make sure you share it, tag them, so they can see this. That's how we grow. I want to thank Blue Guys IT, Jason Chamberlain, Mountain Home. Any of your IT needs, this guy could take care of it. He's a great guy, and he takes care of his customers. Buffalo River Float Services. I just had a customer of mine tell me what an awesome trip they had with Aaron and Pam Darnell over the weekend. Datley Dental. Great smile start here. See Datley Dental, Mountain Home. That's David's dentist. Datley Dental, Mountain Home. And Letty's Fine Mexican Dining. Yum. 435-2532. I always get hungry every time I see the sponsors. Ozark Fireplace Center, Jeremy Heinrichs. Thank you, Jeremy. Call them today, 430-5966. It won't be long before we're going to need a fire. It's going to start getting cold.
All right, as we get ready to start the second set, also Mid-States Wrestling is back Saturday, October 5th over in Harrison, Arkansas at the fairgrounds on the Indoor Expo building. Space Cowboy Jason Jones, the Bad Street Beauty Miranda Gordy, MSW champion Gary Graham, and Mr. Saturday Night Michael Berry. 7 big matches. Check them out, mswtickets.com. As Yellville continuing their momentum, Layton gets a score. As Cotter ends up tying it right back up, but Yellville getting some momentum at the end of that game. Right now, it looks like it's number 12, Tyler Coots, to serve. As Yellville, you could really feel some momentum. They had a great crowd that's come over from Yellville tonight. This place is pretty well packed up. Set up Cheek. Cheek with a powerful finish.
I was just going to say, Yellville and Cotter always has a lot of great fans and a lot of energy.
And they're two of the places we really enjoy coming over and cover. Both administrations, AD Steve Jones over at Yellville has been great. And we appreciate him letting us come in and cover these sports. Also over here at Cotter, Mr. Corley, their AD here, really appreciate him for allowing us to come in and be a part of covering local high school sports. Trying to cover it in a way a little different here on Facebook Live, making it interactive. As Cotter gets a score, now extends it to 4-2. Of course, they had a clean sweep the other night against Flippin. There's a shot from Ridley, just a little bit low. Cotter now extends it to 5-2. As Cheek gets the point with the serve. Almost scored a bucket there, bouncing it off of the Yellville player. Of course, both teams, a lot of, Cotter, a lot of juniors and sophomores looking at the rosters. Also, Yellville, pretty good mix on their team. Of course, the state championships for volleyball are going to be in Yellville, and Yellville would love, as the host town, to be having a team. And I know Cotter would love to have that short drive to the state tournament, especially when it's in your backyard. But great facilities over at Yellville and Cotter. We love covering both of them. And we're looking forward. That would be a lot of fun. It looks like I had the wrong score. It's actually 6-2. As Crunkleton scores and now extends it to 7-2. Cheek serves it. Ridley digs it out, gets it over. The thong over to Saunders. Great rallies here by both teams. As Crunkleton scores. And Cotter comes out hot here in the second game. Now extends it to 8-2. Real quick, Premier Auto Interiors, specializing in velour, vinyl, and leather repair and dye processing. Give Phil Hudnall a call, 321-7445. And speaking of Yellville, if you're in Yellville, stop by Razorback Ribs, Burgers, Barbecue, and Catering, 449-7427. And Ashley Haven State Farm in Mountain Home and Flippin', or go to www.ashleyhavens.com for all your insurance needs. And in Gassville, Taylor's Freeze King. I tell you what, today would be a great day for an ice cream cone from Taylor's Freeze King as we go back to action. And now number 11, Cheek, to serve. She's a sophomore, 6'2". Of course, I got the privilege of watching her mom play ball back in the day at Mountain Home. Actually graduated from Mountain Home. And she could flat out go. As good play by Crunkleton. And momentum starting to shift back to Cotter here in this second set. And Cotter now extends it to 10-2. Looks like we got a couple Warriors fans chiming in. Misty Haynes online says, "Go Warriors." Glad to have Misty joining us online. Remember, if you're watching this, you can mirror your phone and watch it. If you got a smart TV, you can watch it on your smart TV. As Ridley answers back to stop the run by Cotter, and now it's 10-3. So our good friend Ashley Parrish, Jared Jefferson. Looks like we got a lot of Warrior fans on there, so let's hear from those Panther fans out there. If you're tuning in, comment and let us know if there's a player you're cheering for. We'll definitely give them a shout out. As the point to Cotter now extends it to 11-3. Set up for Ridley. Ridley with a strong hit. As point to Yellville. That makes it 11-4. Jared Jefferson online saying Big Blue represent. And of course, Coach Jefferson, congratulations to him getting engaged the other day. So congratulations from your friends here at the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As Saunders now going with Cotter up 12-4. And Cotter getting some momentum. Nikki Guthrie must have really got them fired up on break. Of course, Coach Martin for Yellville had to be really happy how her team came out in that first set. But now Cotter extends it to 14-4. Of course, tomorrow night, if you're wanting to watch football, be sure to tune in. Twin Lakes Sports Network, Green Forest at Yellville, right here. As the serve goes long, and it's 14-5. Ruby Morris says, shout out to number 26, her daughter Emily. So, her granddaughter Emily. Glad to have her joining us online. Number 26, Emily Pena. She's a sophomore. So glad to have you joining us. Of course, make sure you like our page, share this page, follow us. We're going to do about 50 high school games this year. Volleyball, football, and basketball. This is your place for local high school sports. You know, you don't have to read the next day in the paper or listen on the radio. You can tune in and watch here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As our good friend Nathan Sumo Rogers says, we're live, we're interactive, and we're nationwide. As Cotter now extends it to 17-5. As Crunkleton got the bounce on the last shot in the first set, didn't get the lucky bounce on that one. Is now going to serve for Yellville's number 15, Jordan Sin. She's a junior. Good serve there by Sin, as Yellville needed that. Of course, Joey, one of the reasons why we're doing volleyball is our fans online. We did a poll and said, hey, what sports you want to cover? And we had a pretty good, I think it was like 80%. Great defensive play there by number 20, Dearmore. And we had about 80% of the people that voted online said, hey, we want to see volleyball this year. So we're bringing volleyball as number 15, Sin, to serve again. Thong sets it up for Cheek. Cheek with the powerful finish and score. And now Cotter up 10, 18-8. Thong with the serve. As Yellville gets it over. Set up for Cheek. Great dig there by number 7, Layton. And Dearmore scores again. Looks like Ruby Morris joining us from Texas. So we've got some Panther fans. Hunter Sims, head coach Hunter Sims over at Yellville, joining us online. We're looking forward to covering some football with the Yellville Summit Panthers later this year. Had a blast covering that basketball team last year. As Cheek with another great play. Now extends it back to 19-9. Of course, this is the second set. Yellville winning the first one 25-23 in a come from behind exciting first game. Ridley digs it over. Set up for Cheek. And big time finish by Cheek. Extends it to 20-9. Number 12, that's Tyler Coots with the serve. Set up for Layton. Coots, great dig by Coots. Little miscommunication there between Cheek and Saunders. Pulls it now to 20-10. As Thong tries to save it. As Yellville's chipping away now 20-11. Thong over to Gray. Saunders. Saunders in the net, or I say, I'm sorry, the point is to Cotter. 21-11. We had someone in the net. So now number 11, Kate Cheek to serve. Long on the serve. As now we got number 26, Emily Pena, the sophomore, going to the line to serve. Beautiful shot by Pena for the ace. Of course, last game we had over 1,300 people tune in to watch a game as Pena, another strong serve. Garay and Davenport going back and forth. Beautiful save. Ridley with a great play. It's a great thing about volleyball. It moves so fast, it's hard to keep up with it. As the point goes to Cotter, and now it's 22-13. You got to be amped up on energy drinks to keep up with this stuff.
That's what's fun. It's nonstop action from beginning to the end.
Davenport over to Pena. Pena gets it over. Thong sets it up for Crunkleton, who is rejected by Davenport. And Yellville doing like John Travolta in 1977, staying alive. 22-14. Ridley with the serve. As Crispino scores, And just like that, Yellville is chipping away here, 22-15. As Ridley's shot is short, so 23-15. Cotter 2 points away from making this one game apiece. Set up Crispino. And the call is in. Yellville scores again, 23-16. So we had it online. We had Warrior fans everywhere. Now we got the Panther fans coming out. So great representation from both teams. If you're watching, tell us who you're going for. And if you're watching, just hit that little button that says share. That way we can get more people to tune in to watch this great game. Crunkleton with the point. And Cotter now 1 point away. You see the one fingers go up in the crowd. To Thong over to Cheek. Cheek scores, and Cotter strikes back in the second set. They win that 25-16. As we are at one game apiece in an exciting second set. Again, not an earthquake. We had someone moving a camera by, so I know everyone was watching like, how come the screen's shaking so much? They don't realize we're actually up here on the bleachers. They didn't roll the bleachers out, so we're sitting on the very top of the bleachers on the visitor side here at Cotter. For one, I'm scared of heights, so I'm having to drink a lot of caffeine just to keep me from thinking about it. I'm sure it's pretty entertaining watching us haul equipment up and down here and then trying to climb up and down here, but we're having fun doing it. It's turning out to be a very good matchup, but of course couldn't do it here without our sponsors, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, Dr. Charles Osgood, 425-4424. He will straighten you out. Bobby Sue's Restaurant. Great burgers, great food. Check them out in Mountain Home. And tell Steve, say, hey, we appreciate you helping sponsor the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And All Creatures Veterinary Hospital.
And Mountain Home, 425-5175. Great care at All Creatures Veterinary Hospital. And Christina Setzer, Farm Bureau Insurance, located in Mountain Home. Contact her today, 425-2991. And Ooh La La Boutique in Yellville, Arkansas, 404-5965. Thank you, Ooh La La.
All right, again, thank to our scoreboard sponsors, Marion County Farm Bureau and Shark Creek Graphics. Couldn't do it without them. And, of course, hey, we're still looking for more sponsors. I mean, we're trying to do 50 games this year, so if you want to be a sponsor, just contact us. Just private message us. We'd love to have a business card sponsor, or you can be a scoreboard sponsor. Always looking to get as much help as we can. That allows us to bring this for free. It doesn't cost us anything. That doesn't cost the schools anything for us to broadcast this, Joey.
That's right. It's just cost us some, but you know what? It's very rewarding. Love doing this. Enjoy it, and it's great when the kids come up to you and say thank you. Enjoyed watching, and definitely when grandparents or family reach out to us to thank us. It's awesome.
As Cheek scores first to start Cotter off here in the third game. Cotter jumps out to a 1-0 lead. Two very evenly matched teams as Tathong with the serve. Of course, number 2, Mai Tathong, she's a sophomore. And the shot goes long out of bounds, so Yellville now pulls it to 2-1. Of course, looking forward to broadcasting the football game tomorrow night. Talk about slobber knocker. Tomorrow night, Yellville and Green Forest. Tune in here at 7 o'clock on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. That's going to be the irresistible force meeting the immovable object as we kick off our football coverage. As we're going to be doing 3 senior high games this year for Yellville football and 2 junior high games, which I'm looking forward to cover those junior high games. I don't know of anyone that broadcasts junior high games, so that's going to be a lot of fun. As Coots with the good serve now extends it to 5-1. Of course, number 12, Tyler Cooch, he's a sophomore. Set it for Layton. Cooch digs it. Gray pushes it over. Set it for Ridley. And Ridley with the good shot. It's now 5-2. Number 26, Pena, she's a sophomore with the serve. Point to Cotter now, 6-2. Looks like Anita Heinrichs has joined us online, so quick shout out. Coach Ozark Fireplace. If I recall, Ozark Fireplace, I think, was our very first sponsor that said, hey, we want to make this happen and help you guys out. We appreciate them so much. Dean, Anita Heinrichs, and Jeremy Heinrichs set up for Crunkleton. Good defensive play by Davenport. Now, just like that, 7-3. It's number 30, Janet Ridley. She's a junior. To serve. Cheek to Gray to Cheek. And now 7-4. Ridley to serve. Another point for Yellville. So Yellville okay, actually they say the point does not count, so it's 7-4. Ridley with a good save over to Cheek. Sets up for Crunkleton. And now Cotter extends her lead 8-4. Is going to line number 13. Ashley Gray, she's a junior. As great play there by number 6, Crispino, the senior, with the score. Now, just like that, it's 8-5. Going to serve is number 11, J.C. Davenport, she's a sophomore. I will say, of all the volleyball we've covered, they have the best celebratory when they score with their little, where they get up in a group. As that goes off of Coots out of bounds. So Yellville fighting back, pulls it to 8-7. Real quick, Cotter Rock Cottage Check them out on Facebook, Cotter Rock Cottage, or on VRBO 955-491 for the best in VRBO rentals, Shark Creek graphics, t-shirts, stitchers, hats, banners, hoodies, and license plates. Appreciate them so much for being a scoreboard sponsor. If you're in there, say thank you so much.
And Joey Sample, Marion County Farm Bureau. Call him on his mobile right now, 870-847-0900. Say, I'm watching the Twin Lakes Sports Network. Black Sheep Barbecue in Yellville, famous for brisket, but I say also their burgers.
Yeah, the Black Sheep Burger over in it's epic, man. It's 1 pound of meat. I ate it the other day. I went out for lunch. I work actually over in Yellville, and I went up to Black Sheep, and I thought about doing the Black Sheep Burger, but it was lunchtime. I was like, man, I got to work this afternoon. It'd be too much, but it is a great burger. I absolutely love the Black Sheep Burger. Kind of compares with the old B.A. Baracus burger we used to have back in the tornado days.
Over Yellville, Arkansas, there's some great barbecue. You got Black Sheep, and you got Razorback ribs over there.
Oh, yeah, there's so many great places. I'm getting hungry, man. I need to get something to eat after this game. As Cotter gets the score, now extends it to 10-7. As serving now, it's number 20, the senior, Haley Saunders. Pena sets it up. Rejected by Dearmore. She's had a couple of those big ones tonight. Now pulls it to 10-8. Of course, got quite a few people join us. We had 1,300 join us for the last game. If you're in here watching, just hit that little share button. Let's see if we can get some more people to tune in. Watch it on any mobile device.
That's what's great about this is once the game ends live, we know a lot of people are working or maybe there's something going on. They just can't watch it. It's on our page, and you guys can tune in and watch it whenever you want to. We leave it up on the page, and like we said, over the summer, we had kids come up to us at the beginning of this year and said, hey, thanks for the games, thanks for covering them, and thank you for leaving them up on the page. I was able to go back and watch them over the summer, and it was fantastic, and my friends and family, I was able to let them see it. So remember that. The games are here for you guys to share and watch.
And, of course, on our page, too, we do a lot of polls. We had one for all those Razorback fans. We said, will the Razorbacks win 6 games or more? We've had about 600 people vote. Right now, 68% think the Razorbacks are going to get more than 6 victories. As Yellville chipping away, and now it's pulled within 1. So Cotter came out on fire, but Yellville's fighting their way back. As Chink makes the great play in the score. Seems like every time Yellville's getting right there, Cotter answers back. This is a great back and forth game. As Cotter scores again now to extend it to 13-10. To Thong with a great save from the bench. As the shot's out of bounds, so Cotter gets the point. Now extends it to 14-10. As number 2 to Thong's serve goes long, so Yellville gets the point. Crunkleton over to Saunders, gets it over. Set up for Davenport, and Davenport scores. Now 14-12. We might be going 5 sets here tonight. As Coach Martin of Yellville's got to be really happy with the performance. Looking for their first victory of the season, and they'd love to do it in a conference matchup here. Cotter up 15-12. Coots serves. As point to Cotter, 16-12. Looks like they had someone out of position, so Yellville gets the point now, 16-13. Of course, if you like professional wrestling, check out the Slop Drop, starting a new show about professional wrestling. Actually, it's not a new show, but check it out as they're covering now the NWA. Our good friend Nathan Sumo Rogers out of Yellville, and the one and only Loose Cannon, David McBee, which is me. Follow us as we talk all about the sport of wrestling. We have guests on the show all the time. And be sure also to check out our good friend, the Space Cowboy Jason Jones at Mid-States Wrestling. Real quick, let's take a few more of our sponsors. Blue Guys IT, our good friend Jason Chamberlain. Check him out for all your IT needs. 249-BLUE. Give him a holler. And Buffalo River Float Service, Aaron and Pam Darnell. Hey, they do a great job. That's who I float with. We've been on several floats down there. Great people. Diatley Dental, hey, great smile start there. That's my dentist. She was getting me squared away this last week. So, Christina Diatley, thank you so much for helping us out. And Letty's Fine Mike's Mexican Dining. Talking about all this food, man. I'm getting hungry. 435-2532. Check them out in Gassville. And, hey, Ozark Fireplace, make sure your chimney is ready with the fall right around the corner. 18-13, Cotter. As Cheek gets the point with the serve. It looks like the one and only Nathan Sumo Rogers has joined us online. I don't know. He does so much. He is like Mr. Podcaster. He covers MMA, professional wrestling. I don't even know if the guy sleeps. I don't know how he can do as much coverage of MMA and professional wrestling as he does, but check out the Slop Drop on Facebook. He'll lay the smackdown, and right there, Crunkleton gets the score and lays the smackdown on that shot. Now extends it to 20-13. Cheek to serve. Great dig there by Yellville. And now point to Cotter, 21-13. As Garay gets the score to extend it to 22-13. Cheek still serving. 3 points away from going up 2-1. As both teams have been all over the court. Great job by both groups. Pena sets up for Davenport. As Crunkleton with the block and the score extends it now to 23-13. And another good serve by Cheek. And that's something you'll notice in volleyball. When everyone gets 1 point away, the fans will all put their fingers up. At least they make sure it's not the middle finger, and they're good. They all put up, signifying 1 more point. As Crunkleton scores, And Cotter takes that one 25-13. So Cotter now up 2-1. As we got about 3 minutes before we start the fourth set here at Cotter.
I want to thank Premier Auto Interior, specializing in just what you see right in front of us here: leather repair, vinyl repair, any kind of interior car repair, and even home repair for couches and chairs. Razorback Ribs, Burgers, Barbecue, and Catering, Yellville, Arkansas, 449-7427. And State Farm, Ashley Havens, 492-2450. 2 locations to serve you, one in Flippin and also one location in Mountain Home. AshleyHavens.com. Taylor's Freeze King, Gassville, Arkansas, 435-6744. And Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, Dr. Charles Osgood, 425-4424. He will get you straightened out. I know. I've been there, talking from experience. And Bobby Sue's, 425-2923, Mountain Home, Arkansas. Check them out for breakfast, lunch. I've had both. Great. And All Creatures Veterinary Hospital, located in Mountain Home. Actually, 2 locations in Mountain Home. 425-5175 is the phone number. And Christina Setzer, Farm Bureau Insurance, located in Mountain Home. Call her on her cell phone, 870-656-9320. Say, hey, I just heard you on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. And Ooh La La, Yellville, Arkansas, 404-5965. And Cotter Rock Cottage. Find us on Facebook. You can find us on Google or vrbo.com 955-491. And Shark Creek Graphics, also one of our scoreboard sponsors. Thank you, 405-8922.
You know what I just realized, Joey? We are with this game tonight. We are now 4% of the way through all of our sports coverage for 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, we got a lot left to cover here. We got a lot of basketball coming up. Also, tournaments coming up. I think state tournament's going to be held in Yellville this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, state tournament in Yellville. Both of these teams want to get there. Great play by number 7, Leighton, the senior. So that's a lot of opportunity, a lot of games. You can get your business promoted and also help us be able to bring more coverage. Like we say, you know, for us to get the internet and all the equipment we need to cover this. As Cheek with a powerful hit and score.
Yeah, speaking of equipment, the best piece of equipment, in my opinion, that we've got today is this computer. It's a laptop. Last year we were carrying probably a 15-pound desktop.
15-pound, that thing felt like 80 pounds carrying it up the steps. I think my back's still jacked from that. I have to go see Mountain Home Family Chiropractic.
That's just because we're getting older and out of shape.
That could be true, too, because I ate at Black Sheep Burger, Razorback Ribs, Letty's, Bobby Sue's, all these great places, Freeze King, all these great places that have been sponsoring us. As Yellville coming out fired up here in the fourth game. Right now jumping out to a 3-1 lead. Winning the first game 25-23. Cotter has struck back and won the last 2. And now Cotter pulls it to 3-2. So Cotter looking to try to close it out. Yellville trying to fight their way back. And now, of course, if you're tuning in, hey, don't be afraid to say who you're cheering for. Looks like we got a couple shout-outs. Sandy Wilhite online says, go Coach Guthrie and Lady Warriors. Hannah Shipman says, go Panthers. And Samantha Sanchez says, let's go Warriors. I love Sam from UCA. So people joining us from all over. As Cotter now fighting back to tie it at 4. So if you're on there, tell us who you're watching for, who you're cheering for. Don't be afraid. That's why it's an interactive broadcast. As point to Cotter, shot goes out of bounds. So now going to serve number 13, Garay. Great rally here by both teams. As point to Cotter. So Cotter now with a 2-point lead, 6-4 in this all-important 4th set. As again, Cotter with another score extends it to 7-4. As to Thong maybe only 5-3, but she skied for that one and scored. So Cotter coming out 8-4. Real quick, hey, thank you, Shark Creek Graphics, t-shirts, stitchers, everything you need. Thank you, Shark Creek, and our good friend Joey Sample, Marion County Farm Bureau Insurance, 449-4081. Give them a holler for insurance needs. Black Sheep Barbecue, hey, they're famous for brisket. Smokehouse and Grill, check them out in Yellville, or check them out on Facebook. And thank you so much for sponsoring us. And BlueGuysIT.com, Jason Chamberlain. Check them out for all of your tech solutions. We appreciate Jason. And Aaron and Pam Darnell, Buffalo River Float Service. Be sure to check them out. Canoes, kayaks, shuttle services, and tubes. Hey, it's still 90 degrees outside, so go tubing. Diatley Dental Care, great smiles start here at Diatley Dental Care. Now 8-4 here in the 4th as Garay with the serve. Davenport Pena sets up for Ridley. Little miscommunication on that as Yellville got a point. They needed that one there. Cotter was getting some momentum going. Now going to serve number 30, Janet Ridley. She's a junior. Serve goes over. As the shot out of bounds to Cotter. And now 9-5. What a way to make a living, right, Joey? Yeah, I had to throw out my little Dolly Parton impression there. Wasn't very good, but Saunders with the serve. Pena sets it up for Crispino. And Yellville's going to get the point. Like we mentioned multiple times, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, from the frozen tundra of Yellville. Actually, it's going to be about 95 degrees, and Joey and I will be calling it in shorts tomorrow night. And we're going to need some sunscreen because it's going to be hot over there in Yellville as we got a hot matchup coming. As we mentioned earlier, the irresistible force versus the immovable object. Yellville and Green Forest. Both teams' first game of the year as the shot out of bounds. Cotter gets the point. Now 10-6. Shot out of bounds, and Yellville gets the point, so 10-7. course, we had a little fun streaming the junior high games. Had some really good junior high games earlier. Yellville pulled out the victory in the JV and junior high games. Trying to get a clean sweep here. Oh, good save there by Saunders over to Cheek. As Yellville, number 20, Dearmore, has played some great defense. Several key blocks. Yellville trying to force a fifth and deciding game. Good punch there by Cheek with the score. Now extends it to 11-8. Served by Tithong. And great play by number 15, Jordan Sin, the junior. Now pulls it to 11-9. Served by Crispino into the net. And Cotter now up 3, 12-9. Of course, guys, interactive broadcast, man. Let us know who you're cheering for. And make sure you go and just hit that little share button. Mirror us on your big screen. As we got a great two-way matchup. As we have a 1-minute timeout. 1 minute, that's enough time for us to cover lots of sponsors. With Letty's Fun Mix and Dining, Joey.
In Gassville, Arkansas, 435-2532. Tell them the Twin Lakes Sports Network sent you. And Ozark Fireplace Center, Dean Heinrichs. Call them today, 430-5966. Don't wait till it's too late. It's going to get cold. It's right around the corner. And Phil Hudnall, Premier Auto Interior, 321-7445. If you got a rip, tear, cigarette burn, maybe some discoloration in your vehicle, call them. Razorback Ribs, Burgers, Barbecue, Catering, Yellville, Arkansas, 870-449-7427. Go get you some of those ribs. And Ashley Haven State Farm, 2 locations to serve you, one in Flippin and one in Mountain Home. AshleyHavens.com.
And back to action. Great job, Joey. That was the fastest 1 minute, and Cheek gets the score. That was the fastest 60 seconds in commercials you could ever do with the one and only Joey the Dragon Shaw. To Thong. He gets set up. Crunkleton, beautiful save by Yellville. Set up for Crunkleton with the big hit and score. As it's 14-10. Cheek in the net, so Yellville gets a point. Yellville switching a few players in and out. Going to serve now is number 26, Emily Pena, the sophomore. Shot out of bounds. So Cotter now 15-11. As shot out of bounds again. So Cotter now up 5, 16-11. Garay with the serve. Ridley gets it over. Coots to Thong. And a good play there by number 10, Lambert. Number 10, Candace Lambert. She's a sophomore. Gray with the serve. And the score, so Cotter now jumping out. 18-11. Timeout on the floor. There's my beautiful wife walking by. She said, I am tired of my husband dragging me up here. I'm just kidding. She's very, very great. I appreciate her so much for allowing me to go out and do one game a week. That's all I'm allowed to do. Anything more than that, Joey and I will be divorced. But real quick shout out, Taylor's Freeze King, Gassville, Arkansas, 435-6744. Check them out in Gassville. Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Hey, if I upset my wife, she'll make sure I got to get my back straightened out. 425-4424. Oz will straighten you out. And Bobby Sue's Restaurant in Mountain Home. Great burgers, great food, great everything at Bobby Sue's. Thank you all for being a sponsor of the Twin Lakes Sports Network. As Garay to serve, up 18-11. Great play there. Believe that was number 11, Davenport. Gets the score. And Yellville comes right back, and just like that, it's 18-13. Cheek with the save. Point to Cotter. And now 19-13 Cotter. Going to serve now, number 20, Saunders. Great shot there by number 26, Pena. Both teams staying close. Of course, Yellville trying to force a fifth game. A shot into the net. So Cotter now 20-14. Important two-way matchup. The Thong sets it up for Coots. And point to Cotter. So now 21-14. And Cheek gets it over. So now Cotter 3 points away from going to 2-1 on the season. It's been a great matchup between these two teams. Both players have just been giving it their all. As now Cotter extends it to 23-14. And now serving is number 23, Kristen Wilcoxon. She's a sophomore. And she gets the ace. So Cotter now 1 point away. Wilcoxon with the serve. Pena sets it up. And the shot in the net. So Cotter, after losing the first set, comes back and wins 3 in a row to take it 3-1. They take that game 25-14. Great effort by both teams, but congratulations to the Lady Warriors from Cotter. They go to 2-1 on the season Yellville will drop to 0-4. Great effort by both teams. Of course, we'll be back covering more of these games of these two teams, so be sure to tune in here on the Twin Lakes Sports Network. But real quick, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, right here, same place, same channel. Actually, don't need a channel because we're on the internet, baby. This is the future. Tune in because we have our first high school football game of the week. It's going to be Green Forest going to the warm, hot tundra. 95 degrees is what they're calling Yellville tomorrow night to watch some Yellville Summit Panther football. But great job by both teams. So as we finish out, we're going to go ahead and run our sponsors to thank them real quick. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure that you tweet, comment, like, follow, and share the Twin Lakes Sports Network. That's live TV. Helps if you turn the mic on. And this is David McBee with the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We just got done covering a great comeback win for you guys tonight. You lost the first game, but then come back and won 3 in a row, and now go to 2-1 on the season.
So we made some changes, and we're going to continue making changes to improve throughout the season. Right now, we're just kind of in a weird situation. We've made a lot of mistakes, and we look a little sloppy, so we're trying to clean it up and do the best we can do.
Well, great battle for you guys. You know, we talked before the game, and you said it was all, you know, you had to serve better, and you guys served a lot better tonight.
I haven't had a chance to look at stats yet. I know we had several missed serves still, but it's way better than our 21 against Marshall. So.
Well, now that's 2 victories in a row. So who's next for Cotter?
We go to Alpena tomorrow night. It's not a conference game, but we're traveling over there and playing tomorrow night.
All right, so if you were to pick what player you thought stood out tonight, who would be your player of the game?
Oh, that would be Kate Cheek. I don't know if you guys saw those kills. She got on a couple rolls on her serve, so.
Yeah, I heard you might as well call her Butter because she was on a roll tonight.
Definitely was on a roll. We used to do that joke in high school, so there you go. That
Yeah.
was a good volleyball one.
No, I had to go old school on that, but just thank you. We're enjoying covering you. We had 1,300 people tune in the last game, and then it'll be interesting to see how many tuned in for tonight.
No, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching and supporting us.
So Thank you for joining us here tonight on the Twin Lakes Sports Network.